Headphone Never Give Up Biceps, learn English through inspiring stories for teenagers. Story: The Runner Who Refused to Stop. Intro, setting the stage. In a small town in Kenya, known for its dusty roads and burning sun, there lived a teenager named David. He was 16 years old and had a dream bigger than anything his family had ever imagined. He wanted to be the fastest runner in his country, maybe even the world. David's home was small, and his family was poor. They didn't have much money, but they had something even stronger: hope. Every morning before school, David ran 5 kilometers barefoot, and after school, he ran another 5. He didn't have proper shoes. He didn't have a coach. But he had determination. His walls were decorated not with posters, but with quotes he had written on paper. Winners are not those who never fail, but those who never quit. Pain is temporary, quitting lasts forever. And his favorite, never give up. ACT won the big opportunity. One day, his school announced a national race for young athletes. The winner would be given a scholarship to a sports academy, the best in the country. For David, this was everything. It wasn't just a race, it was his chance to escape poverty, to help his family, and to chase his dream. He trained even harder. He ran in the rain. He ran with an empty stomach. He ran while his friends played games or watched TV. They called him crazy, but David just smiled and whispered to himself, "Never give up." ACT2 The race begins. The day of the race arrived. Hundreds of teenagers came from every part of the country. Most of them had expensive shoes and team uniforms. David came with worn-out shoes and a simple white shirt. But his eyes were full of fire. The gun fired, bang, and the runners took off like lightning. David started strong. He stayed in the middle of the pack, saving his energy. As the kilometers passed, one by one, runners began to slow down. But David kept going, his legs moving like machines. The crowd cheered as he moved up to third place, then second. Suddenly, at the final turn, his foot slipped on loose gravel. He fell hard. His knee hit the ground. Blood, dust, pain, silence. He lay there for a second, everything in his body screaming to stop. He looked up and saw runners passing him. The finish line seemed so far. The dream seemed broken. But then, in his mind, a voice shouted, "Never give up." He stood up, limping, hurting, bleeding, but moving. Step by step, he pushed forward. The crowd saw him, they started clapping, then cheering louder and louder. David wasn't just running a race anymore, he was fighting for every dream he ever believed in. ACT3 The finish line. He crossed the finish line in 4th place. He collapsed. His body had given everything. He didn't win the race, at least, not on paper. But something amazing happened. The head coach of the National Academy walked over to him and said, "You didn't win today, but you showed something more powerful than speed. You showed heart. We want you in the academy." Tears filled David's eyes. All the pain, all the early mornings, all the hard work. It had all led to this moment. Ending the lesson. Years later, David stood on a podium at the World Youth Championships, wearing his country's flag around his shoulders. He didn't forget where he came from. He didn't forget how he fell that day. And he never forgot the words that carried him forward: "Never give up."